Hi, I'm Alan Scott-Davies and I'm the Managing Director of Military Injury. If you're watching this video, it may be because you are already in the process of making a claim through the Armed Forces Compensation Scheme or the War Pension Scheme, or at this stage you're just thinking about making an application and perhaps need some more reassurance, guidance, advice on maybe what to do next. Look, we're all in favour of the government scheme with the AFCS and the War Pension Scheme, because since April 2005 at least you've had an avenue where you can make an application for an award of compensation if you've been injured, have an illness or a condition which was caused by your service. Certainly in the 1970s and 1980s, when I was serving in the RAF, there was no such scheme, and we're absolutely delighted that that gap has now been closed. But over the past few months we've received an increasing number of inquiries from people asking us all sorts of questions about how the scheme works, how the application form needs to be completed, what evidence needs to go in, such that we thought it would be a good idea to produce a guide. And we've called this guide the 5 rules that all service personnel must know about military injuries. Look, you can download this guide, it's free of charge. Just click on the link below in the description. So look, this is rule number 2 of the 5 rule guide, and it concerns the issue of evidence. The evidence that you submit with your application is going to be absolutely crucial on how Veterans UK look at your claim, whether you even qualify for an award, and if you do, what level of award they may give you. And it depends on the evidence that you send in relating to that injury, illness or condition. So for example, we have a high proportion of inquiries relating to sports injuries. You may be representing your unit, for example, in combined services rugby or football, and you're injured playing for that unit and you want to make a claim. Now, there is a thing called a calling order, at least in the Army that's what they refer to it. In the RAF it may just be station routine orders, but a calling order or the equivalent is a document that may have been produced by your OC which formally authorises you to play in that match. Now, if you can get a copy of the calling order, that will be the best evidence you'll get to support your application for that sports injury. But we appreciate a lot of people are injured during a routine Wednesday afternoon sport. Look, we recognise that it's not a would you like to take part, it's compulsory on a Wednesday afternoon or any other day they decide actually, and people that are injured during those Wednesday afternoon sports, there may be no calling order even issued. It's not the end of the world for your application, because we on your behalf, for example, could apply for what's called an executive factual report, where we write to your OC and say our client has been injured as a result of a sports afternoon. Could you please confirm the circumstances of that injury? And that would also be good evidence to submit with an application. There is a difficult issue of PTSD. And if you're thinking about claiming for this condition or any other mental health condition, I just need to make clear that Veterans UK will not accept a diagnosis of PTSD from any clinician below the level of consultant. So please bear that in mind when you're going for your treatment or your assessment, that if you're thinking about making a claim, these are the kinds of steps that you need to take. And lastly, if you can, and not everybody thinks about it, take photographs of your injury throughout your rehabilitation process. Really, if you can, from day one when you've gone off to A&E through your physiotherapy, because a pictorial history of the severity of that injury and how you've recovered is fantastic evidence when you're submitting a claim to Veterans UK. So look, that's it for rule number 2. If you need any other advice, just come and talk to us. Okay, so you've reached the end of this video and you may be wondering, do I have a claim? Well look, we've made it easy for you. Just click on the link below in the description. That will take you directly to our check eligibility page on our website. 30 seconds and you'll have a pretty good idea whether you have a claim or not. If you're in doubt, come and talk to us.